Hey buddy, Sam back once again, and we have got a beast of a case for you today. Yes, it's from our awesome people over at UAG, Urban Armour Gear, and as you can see, it's for a MacBook Pro. Now, my MacBook, I think it's a 2015 edition. It's the one without the touch bar, the one before that, the one before the touch bar. So this one doesn't work with that touch bar. So if you are here and you're thinking, oh my God, I want one, this doesn't work with that. From what I can gather, it works with any of the 15 inches apart from that, with the Retina ones. So it won't work with your big fat ones either, if that makes sense. And I got to admit, when I first kind of got the emails, like, do you want to check one out? I'm thinking, do you know what? I'm not sure about that. It looks a bit big, and it is. It's huge, but damn, do I like it now that I've actually got it on my MacBook. So I'm going to take you around it. I might take it out of the case, but it's in the case. It's very straightforward to put in there. You just kind of clamp it in, clamp the top on, and job done. You know, Bob's your uncle, and unless he's your brother. Anyway, so we'll have a look at the top of it first. So you can see it's a pretty bit of a beast. You get this protection on the edges here and on the edge here as well. This part here is which actually connects both of them together. So if it wasn't for this, it was not going to fall off. But this is the part that connects them together to make it look pretty nice as well. Obviously with that kind of like leather rest kind of effect on there. So taking it around the side of it, hopefully you can just see that. The complete port cutouts are absolutely easy to get to. But as you can see here, it has got a pretty big lip. So if you are going to be dropping it like that, you're not going to have to worry because these bloody big massive edges. Which at first again I was thinking, oh, I'm not sure about that. But seriously, after having it on my MacBook, I would rather take the bulkiness, which it is bulky, for the protection. So as you can see here, your ports are completely open up. You can get to them, not a problem at all. And in the front of it, it gets even more protection, because obviously it's got no ports to kind of cover. So it goes all the way around there. And look at that for a protection. Look at that, man, look at that. It's freaking epic. And that's where it actually closes your device as well. It's actually got a 3-latch mechanism. I think they call it a 2-1, like 2 kind of ones to keep it closed. You got this, and you've also got the one here as well. But I class it as 3 because it's 1, 2, 3. Happy days. Jump onto this side, as you can see, it's got your perfect cutouts there, or should I say the perfect big cutout there for it. And at first I thought, oh no, it's going to get stuck with regards to USB. It doesn't, it just fits in. There's no problems whatsoever at all. Same with the SD card, and I think that's the HDMI. I've not used the HDMI, so yeah, there is that. But when you open the device up, that's when these moves away anyway, so it doesn't really matter that much. So let's have a look. To open it, you've got to push these 2 up here, and the third one just kind of opens at the same time. You see that there? Boom. So when you do open it up, as you can see, it's very nicely snug. When you open it up, boom, 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 happy days. And if I can kind of show you on that corner there, see, it kind of goes over it there. So even if you drop it in this stain, it lands on the top part. Let's look at that protection. Huh? It is, seriously, it's absolutely epic. I'd never really thought of having this kind of protection on my MacBook before. But after getting it, I don't feel worried about throwing it in my bag. I know some people just throw them in the bag with no cases at all. But for me, I was like, damn, that's cool, man. So we're just going to show when we close it up. To close it, you have got to give it a bit of force, because you can see there, it's not just going to close. So if you want to really close it, you've got to give it a good old pop in. And did you hear that? Just absolutely completely secure in there now. On the back of it, I probably showed you a little bit there, but on the bottom of it, this is where it's pretty cool in terms of enough cutouts. So in terms of heat distribution, etc., the base never gets too hot, 'cause it's got a nice amount of cutouts there. Nice UAG branding on the top. And as you saw on the front of it, it's got the UAG branding along with, so it looks very similar to their phone cases in terms of that. You kind of see that in regards to the pattern on there. So you got like the little cutouts, etc., 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 etc. Again, I wasn't really interested at first in getting a laptop case, because I never really worried about it. I just thought, I'm very careful with my laptop, and I am. I don't feel like I need to be as careful anymore with this bad boy, especially having a son. Now, obviously, as you all know, I've got a 20-month-old baby boy, and if he was to knock this off the side or take this for a run, I wouldn't be as worried about him dropping it. Of course, I'm still gonna be like, oh my God, my laptop. But if he did decide to run away with it, then at least this will give it some decent protection, or should I say some fantastic protection. It's got military grade kind of drop test. Don't know if it really means much, but I would definitely recommend this. If you're not too bothered about adding a bit of bulk to your device, and you want something that's very different, because let's be honest, have you ever seen something like this for a MacBook before? I never have. Anyway, people, that's it. That is the UAG. I think this is got the ice color. They do like a smoky color one as well. I decided to go for this one because I wanted to see the full effect of my Transformers and obviously my little Android guy with the Apple there. But yeah, I will put a link down below. They're not cheap, but if you've got a £2,000 MacBook, what's, 60 to 70 quid or whatever it's going to be, or $80 I think they are. It's one of those things, isn't it? But anyway, if you've got any questions regards to this bad boy or anything else you know what to do by now, you can hit me up in a comment down below. If you are new to the channel, then please smash that subscribe button, which I'll try and put just about here. And if you want to check out any previous videos, I'll try and put 2 of them just there for you now. Thank you for watching. And again, any questions down below, Facebook, Twitter, blah, blah, blah. You know everything it is now. Anyway, I'm going to get off and you'll see me. Come on, let's be honest, Sam. You're not going to see me, but you're definitely going to hear me in my next video. Cheers, everyone.